This is my trade recap for today at New York session open at M&Q. So we made up only just about $28, which is really bad, and here's why. So obviously coming into market open, so obviously we had a lot going on coming into market open. But before execution, obviously, if I could explain, my bias was bearish. After 10 a.m. we had this 5 minute of FEG up here, the kill zone, which was actually perfect for my setup. And so I reasons being it didn't get filled, and it was there was an error in the sell limit when I tried to put it here for some reason, and basically so I tried to sell here, but it put market instead of sell. So I was like, oh shit, so it kind of filled me here instead of here. So I was like kind of bummed out about that. I was trying to sell my take profit basically to these Asia lows. So yeah, Asia lows into this gap right here I'm going to explain soon. And we got this FEG on MES and not on M&Q because there wasn't any sort of displacement on M&Q, so I went towards MES, and obviously we did get something here, but we got actually a very bullish reaction. I got a very bearish reaction, I meant to say, from this FEG. And after it hit my supposed TP, which it came back here, obviously this FEG took out more liquidity, took out more sell side liquidity, started taking out more sell side liquidity and going in more deeper into this FEG. Looks like price is getting weaker around here, about to be kill zone open, so interesting to see an order block maybe forming and go up to these highs, and taking out these highs right here. So I don't think that will happen though, but that's not the point. Being is I basically, when I was putting my market order, I accidentally put too many contracts. I canceled it, set another one, a bit more over here. There are only 3 contracts, so my risk is only 250 instead of blowing the whole damn account. I had to put my limit orders, partial limit takeoff orders at this about like 60% level away from the final TP, so take 2 off. But instead, it added 6 more in sell limit, so I closed that, and then I locked me out the trade whilst in the trade, and it went down and took in basically TP without me. Very unfortunate. It TP without me over here. Just unfortunate. Or just not good at all. And regardless, it is kind of low-key my fault, but at the same time, Topstep needs to fix that where it's able to like get easier. So partial profits taken from selling positions. So that was the whole execution juggle down. But not only that, coming into the market, at first I was looking at M&Q for an entry. But let's get into this. So what happened during pre-market hours? So coming into pre-market, obviously we had this. We go to M&Q. They have similar price actions. So basically what happened was that there was this fair value gap right here. This daily, I guess this 4-hour, we had this 4-hour imbalance right here. Well, if we look at the daily first, we were coming into an order block CISD here, retracing up to here with this liquidity void FEG as well. And so everything over here, plus the fit on the 1 hour and 15 minute time frame, we did breaking structure during New York kill zone. It did prompted me that we were going to go down at least to these levels. You know what I'm saying? So at the daily, obviously, we were able to pass daily highs. On the 4-hour, we saw this FEG right here. We saw this 4-hour FEG again. Like I said earlier, we saw this 4-hour FEG and another 4-hour FEG. So we have 2 displacements up into the upside, forming a bullish overall market. Coming into the 1 hour before market open, we were really aggressively selling off onto here. We didn't close for Q. We didn't close this because we got, as you can see, we just about wicked this low. We just about wicked this low. But obviously for MES, we did break structure to the 1 hour during pre-market. So that itself told me it didn't take long for me to realize that MES was the leading index, and that my initial conclusion was right, that these imbalances need to be filled. There was also a through CISD over here at the 1 hour for MES as well, confirming a change in direction towards the sell side to grab money, so it could perhaps, I guess, go to imbalance to external liquidity. So I was like, okay. So then after that, I looked at the 15 minute to look at any, looking after 8:30, because this line is marked. I tried to look for any SMTs, and lo and behold, we found an SMT over here at these pre-market highs at this 1 hour FEG. We saw highs getting made, and obviously see we made these 15-minute highs where after at the SMT we had bearish highs. This coincidentally at this 15-minute fair value gap, so which prompted me that price could be going down. And at 9:30 we manipulated. I thought we actually might go a change of direction over here. Got this manipulation going up, and then now making this, it didn't matter anymore because it was like right here. It was kind of relatively almost equal highs. But then after that we manipulated these low time frame highs, manipulating buyers to go up, thinking that they manipulated sell side going down, but that they went up, and so they went up. And coming into 10, we broke low time frame structure to the downside, which confirmed the buys for me getting set over there. But again, the real move was on MES. So hear me out. I'm using this new tool called the OTE, which is optimal for my model. And when going into these highs, so see right here, see how from this swing high to this swing low, price retrace up to this FEG. This is a optimal because it's at premium at this FEG paired with the PD array. This is no wonder why price went down and broke structure towards taking out sell side and feeling this imbalance right here. 10 a.m. and the pair I usually trade, which is M&Q, which is like M&Q, it didn't have any form of displacement. But obviously in the movement up towards these low time frame highs, and this FEG was much more significant buy side liquidity before going down, and then breaking structure, which was much more aggressive than M&Q. Then the same principle applies. The OT from this swing low to this swing high, this same swing high found on M&Q. Oops, there you go. So see how this FEG is at that OTE, how this OTE is at an existing PD array, and which prompted it to go down. And at 10 a.m. ES obviously followed, and NQ followed ES, and price went bearish. And so obviously you could have looked for a good optimal entry right around here at this FEG at the 5-minute and on the high time frame, swing highs and swing lows. So it's like fractal, high time frame, low time frame, hit matches, and we actually got an PD array. I was trying to enter off this, but again, that whole mid-order shit happening, like it wasn't really panning out. Trying to hit trying to go for these Asia lows and these New York PM lows as well for this imbalance, and we just only made a measly 28 bucks. Very dumb. That could have been at least a $200 win. Would have been halfway to passing our combine, but you can't get what you want, obviously. So pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're still in the green for the month. Still, I just got to be grateful, take what we have. So fortunate, but there's more trades to come in the coming month. So let's see what price. Let's see what price does at around 2. So this is prime time for like New York for kill zone. Perhaps we could raid these since we have the CISD, this high time frame market structure shift. We could go to an imbalance and then target these lows, or maybe an order blocks could target these short-term highs, but then go to these lows. So I'm pretty confident that we might go lower, but who knows? I could be completely wrong. Recently I haven't, so you're kind of low-key cocky. So that's really all I have to say. That's the trade recap for today. Let me know if you guys won today's price action, because I obviously didn't. I scraped only pennies. If you call that a win, I call that an L. But technically I was still in the green, so we're good. See you later.